BMW X4 vs Lexus NX comparison review. The new Lexus NX goes up against the BMW X4 Coupe SUV for the mid-spec SUV title. We're into round 2 of the battle between the BMW and Lexus midsize SUVs. A few weeks ago I pitted the BMW X330e and Lexus NX 450h plug-in hybrid pairs against one another, and the Lexus came out the winner owing to its lower price, better ownership proposition and impressive driveline. The BMW was more fun to drive, but, as you may have seen, and I will recap through this review, BMW has rather shot itself in the foot with the pricing. And I wrestled with the idea of whether a plug-in hybrid is even worth it. Round 2 is between the middle of the two ranges, and in the BMW's case, the tweak in the range, the SUV coupe, or save in BMW speak, BMW X4 xDrive 30i and the non-hybrid Lexus NX 350. Both are all-wheel drive, both are turbo 4s, and both bring a lot of tech and driving appeal to the table. One imagines this battle should be closer. Pricing and features. As with my review of the NX 450h against the X330e, the BMW costs quite a bit more than the Lexus. The 30e also had a considerable, self-inflicted problem in that the pure electric X3 was only 10% more expensive while being a lot cheaper to run. No, not everyone who looks at the 30e would want a BEV, but a lot would. Still, the X430i Sport is a not inconsiderable $97,900 before on-road costs, a good $8,000 more than the X3. Hang on a moment, you're saying, okay, a few of you, the X4 isn't really the same as an NX, shouldn't this comparison be apples with apples? Yes and no. The NX falls between a trad SUV with a more upright stance and the BMW's coupe vibe, perhaps to further distance it from the related Toyota RAV4. It's also chasing that more stylish look with the faster rear glass and big bluff front end. The X4 is an out-and-out SUV coupe, cue my teeth grinding, and so you pay more for that. Either way, the X3 and X4 are both considerably more expensive than the NX 350. In the X4 you get 20-inch wheels, a 12-speaker stereo, multi-zone climate control, keyless entry and start, adaptive damping, front and rear parking sensors, adaptive cruise control, cameras in all directions, including a reversing camera, powered front seats, sat-nav, auto LED headlights with auto high beam, digital dashboard, leather trim, auto parking, powered tailgate, powered windows and mirrors, auto wipers, head-up display and run flat tires instead of a spare. BMW has just one free color, Alpine White, while the rest cost a near disgraceful $2,000. The actually disgraceful $4,000 for Tanzanite Blue does buy you a gorgeous color, but seriously. The executive package, 16 Harman Kardon speakers, heated front and rear seats, costs $5,000. The M High Gloss Shadowline $500. Fitted. The also fitted visibility package, laser headlights, metallic paint and, bizarrely, a sunroof, is an almost reasonable $4,810 when you see what you get. You can also drop down to 19-inch wheels for nothing, add a $3,100 panoramic glass roof on its own, or get more leather for $2,400. Lexus clobbers the BMW on pricing, starting at $77,900 before on-road costs. The spec is similar, so the main differences are dual-zone climate control, 2 fewer speakers, active noise cancelling, blacked-out grille and heated front seats. The BMW has a little more on balance, but hot damn, it should for all that extra cash. The NX is pretty skinny on things like the awesome, optional, laser lights though. Options for the Lexus include a panoramic sunroof, the sole option in the falsely named Enhancement Pack 1, while Enhancement Pack 2 is indeed a pack with the sunroof, digital rear vision mirror, like a Range Rover, 17-speaker Mark Levinson stereo and heated steering wheel, adding $6,000 to take the Lexus a little closer to the X4. Our test car was fitted with the second pack but was still $20,000 less than the spec'd-up BMW. 2 out of 8 available colors are free on the Lexus, the rest also costing far too much at $1,750. BMW's 12.3-inch touchscreen is powered by the OS 7 version of iDrive, which, in isolation, is pretty good, but OS 8 is better. The system features a bunch of connected drive services, digital radio and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, something the Lexus doesn't have as it sticks with USB connectivity. Having said that, the CarPlay connectivity can be flaky on OS 7, but behaved itself on this particular car. Lexus' massive 14.0-inch screen looks a lot bigger because it's housed in an elephant's ear sticking out of the dashboard. It's clear, though, and reasonably easy to use once you work out there's no home screen. The menu targets need to stand out a little more, but apart from that, it's nice. Gives you a little insight into what the largest car maker in the world can do when you line it up next to the garbage head units in Toyotas. It does have a really annoying habit of expecting you to wait until the system has completely started up before it will see the iPhone. I kept having to unplug the phone and the cable before the head unit would see the phone, which is a small thing but spectacularly annoying when you just want to get going. Also annoying are both the internal and external door handles, or, perhaps more appropriately, door operation switches. To get into the car, you grab the handle like you would the BMWs and pull it. And then feel like a complete idiot. You have to make contact with a soft switch on the inside of the panel, there's a delay and then it opens. When you want to get back out, there's a type of rocker switch that you can either push with your thumb or contort yourself around to pull it out, and, again, it's an electric switch with a delay that messes with your head. Helps with the safe exit thing, but even having had an NX, then gone back to this second one, it's still annoying. I guess you'll get used to it, but the external door handles feel unnecessary. Why have such a big thing to grab when you could just do what BMW has done on the 4 Series? Also, and this is as subjective as it gets, you don't get that comforting clonk when the car locks or unlocks. Which is unsettling. The NX has 8 airbags, including driver's knee and center bag to lessen head clashes and side impacts, the usual ABS and stability controls, forward auto emergency braking, AEB, lane keep assist, intersection assist, forward collision warning, low and high speed, post-collision braking, blind spot monitoring, road sign recognition and safe exit assist. The Lexus doesn't yet have an ANCAP rating, but I'll be extremely surprised if this spec doesn't earn it all 5 available stars. BMW counters with 7 airbags, including driver's knee, blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning, reverse cross traffic alert, forward cross traffic alert, lane departure warning, lane keep assist and speed sign recognition. The 5-star ANCAP rating dates back to 2018. Given the changes in ANCAP rules since 2018, it's unlikely the X4 with this list of features would make 5 stars, which I maintain is confusing for buyers and not necessarily an accurate reflection of actual crash performance. Both feature AEB systems with pedestrian detection, while the Lexus adds daytime cyclist detection. And they both have 2 ISOFIX points and 3 top tethers for child seats, comfort and space. The BMW claws back a little in the cabin. Both have nicely shaped rear seats and both have diving rooflines limiting headroom. The X4's longer wheelbase provides usefully more leg and knee room than does the Lexus, which is tight compared to the BMW's more spacious rear. Both cars are comfortable 4-seaters because the middle seat is deeply unattractive for anyone with 2 buttocks. The BMW is slightly better because the center console doesn't intrude as much, but both have hefty transmission tunnels and perch like middle seats. Putting someone there would also knock out the center armrest with its 2 cup holders too, which is obviously terrible behavior. Headroom for me was almost identical between the two, and I'm a scooch under 180 centimeters. Both had a sunroof fitted, but I don't think that made a remarkable difference to the cranial space. For devices, you'll find 2 USB-C ports in the rear of the BMW, a USB-C port in the center console bin and a USB-A port with 12 volts plug under the center stack. The Lexus has a 12-volt socket in the rear with 2 USB-C chargers, and the USB-C and USB-A ports are handily twinned right on top of the wireless charging pad. All 4 doors feature big bottle holders in the BMW, while the Lexuses are smaller. Both have 2 cup holders up front nestled in the tidy center consoles. Both have very comfortable seating for front occupants, but the Lexus seats look a bit sportier, especially in red. Which this BMW also had, but the seats were less exciting to look at while having the slightest of edges in comfort and adjustment. The NX's boot takes 520 liters with the seats up and 1411 with them down. The loading aperture is wide and easily accessed via the powered tailgate. The BMW's storage space is down on its X3 twin, but not by much. A near undetectable 525 liters in the X4 just beats the NX's boot, and there's a 29-liter difference with the seats down, in the BMW's favor. On the road, here in the cheapish seats, you have two 4-cylinder turbos with the barest minimum of electrification on the BMW in the form of energy recovery from braking. The Lexus doesn't suggest it has any of that, but it's not much on the BMW, if you know what I'm saying. Behind the NX's giant grille is a 2.4-liter turbo 4 with 205 kilowatts and a very healthy 430 Newton meters, way more than the BMW. A rarity in the NX range, the 350F Sport is not a hybrid, and I'll be very interested to see how many people actually buy non-hybrids given the carnage in the related RAV4's petrol-only sales. Lexus says you'll burn 7.0L, 100 kilometers, but I don't think so.